What is really ring culture? Over the last few weeks, we've seen that term on the socials because Kevin Durant is going back and forth with fans on Twitter. And now LeBron James adds in his 2 cents about not liking ring culture that we've created over the last several years of sports and even specifically basketball conversation, how we value rings over those who have not won rings. Let's make this conversation real crystal clear. When we have the ring discussion, we're not talking about the role players because that's the narrative that fans tend to use, that we're talking about the Robert Horrys, the Tommy Heinsohns, and the guys who've won multiple rings on different championship teams. We don't use those players to elevate. Ring culture, in my opinion, is a simple fact that players want to win championships. That's always been the standard. That's always been the goal for players to play sports. And I understand while this is a team accolade, is a team accomplishment, the players want to win. Now, this is not a narrative that's created by the media. This is a narrative that's clearly created by the players wanting to play professional sports and actually win championships. So when LeBron James goes on a platform and he clearly states, well, I don't like this entire ring culture, who says someone's better than the other person because they have multiple rings, it makes me question, and a simple question is that, why did you go to Miami? And people are going to hate me for saying it, but it's the truth. It's a simple fact that you went to Miami to do what? To win rings, right? We have to understand the great players, they want to win. And I hate having this conversation and completely circling the drain around it, but it just needs to be said. And some fans just don't want to accept the fact that the players who don't have rings don't like the conversation about them. We have to understand that sports is a matter of you play for passion, you play to get paid, and you play to win the game. You want to play at the ultimate level, you want to play at a high level. Us fans, we love to watch the playoffs because we want to see a team win a championship. People always say to me how the baseball season, the best part of the baseball season is the postseason because they're playing for a World Series ring. So how can we sit here and negate it? And I know the haters are going to say, well, we make it the end all be all. We're not saying that, but they do matter. And sometimes they do matter a little bit too much. We can admit that part where we have the conversation where some people will value them above everything else. I'm not sitting here saying that they're above everything else, but they do matter because when we're talking about the great players, we address them and we talk about how many rings do they have? Did they win a championship? You have to check off that box to be considered a great. Like, share, comment, subscribe to Hitless Content.